Brendan, you wanted to be in the tie going into the second leg. Do you feel the goal back gives you that?
Well, it's a big goal for us, I think. Not just the goal, but for our confidence in the game. And you've seen the last 20-25 minutes of the game. Once we started to have more aggression in the game, then of course we were much better. So yeah, to get the goal and push like we did in that last 20-25 minutes was pleasing. And we've got one more shot now next week to try and claw it back.
Was there a frustration in the timing of the first goal and maybe the nature of the second goal?
Yeah. I think we looked like we got off to a great start. Unfortunately, it was disallowed. Then we didn't give away too much. I wasn't overly happy with how passive we were at times. You know, we had our triggers in the game to go and press in the right moments, and we didn't quite execute that. So, but still, we never gave away so much. They had obviously possession of the ball, but I would expect that. So to then lose just the goal right on half time, a bit of luck went against us. We Greg, it sort of ricochets to young Michael, and he scores a very good goal. The corner, yeah, disappointed. I think that certainly one of the world's best strikers shouldn't be left free in the box, that's for sure. So we're disappointed with that. But then you have to react. Because like you say, at 2-0, they can have comfort in the game. We make the changes. We're much better in our pressure at the top end of the pitch. We can take the ball better, and then we started to move like we normally do, and then we get the goal, and everything changes then. And by the end, Bayern are happy for the final whistle. So yeah, I think for a lot of our players, it's first time at this level. So. This season has been about getting the confidence, and like I say, that last 25 minutes they'll feel much better about themselves going into next week.
Just on that, Brendan, how much confidence do you think your players are going to take from the final 20-25 minutes when Bayern certainly seemed rattled?
Yeah, I just think it's a level where it's a real challenge, because there are players, you get World Cup winners there, really experienced players, top players, and a lot of our guys that are playing the Champions League for the first time. So are very young in their experiences at this level. But I thought once we started to, as I said, have that aggression in our game, in our pressing, and especially with Dyson going up front, that sparked off our press, and then that's how we normally play. Then we have that pressure in the game. So and then that disrupted their flow. We could win the ball back and then make our passes, and then we looked like we could score goals. So yeah, we take a lot of confidence from that.
What was your take on the non-penalty award?
Yeah, listen, it's if you're Bayern Munich, you're thinking it's not a penalty. If you're Celtic, you're thinking it's taken so long, and there was contact there. And when he comes over, we normally see those are given as a penalty. So yeah, so if we get that, then of course it can change the dynamic then.
Brendan, what were you thinking so early when it looked as if you were ahead until that offside flag went up?
Well, it was a great goal how we worked it and switched the play and then get in. So yeah, it would have been the absolute perfect start, and of course that can give you an even greater confidence so early in the game. So sadly we didn't get it.
In terms of degree of difficulty to try and turn this tie around now, where would you set that bar?
No, listen, it was always going to be a big challenge for us. We're always going to be the underdog in this tie. You see their level, you see their quality, and but for us, we hung in there this evening against a really, really top side, and we gave them problems. So we'll take confidence from that. We now go over next week. We'll play in a great stadium, great pitch. From the last 25 minutes, we can show we can play. We just have that aggressive mindset in the game. We have to defend well, and we're still right in the tie. There's only a 1-goal difference. So yeah, it's a big challenge. We know that, but it's still a possibility.
Brendan, what does it say about the mentality and attitude of a team that's 2-0 down to one of the best teams in Europe? I mean, lesser teams would wilt or fall by the wayside at that point, but your team went the other way. What does that say about their mindset?
I think we've shown a spirit in this competition and a spirit and a mentality that we're improving and getting better. And part of that is that you have to suffer at this level, but you have to have the ability to come back. And that's what makes me proud at the end of the game, because you can always lose at this level. Absolutely, the quality and the opposition, especially as you go on in the competition. But what must never happen is you must never be broken. And the players, we weren't broken. We kept going, we kept trying to play, we kept fighting, and then we got a reward for that. So it lets Bayern Munich have a think that that this team, you just can't roll them over. They'll be there, their spirit's there, and if you don't press them well, they can play. So we'll take that attitude into our game next week.
Another big moment for Dyson. Was you even more delighted that appeal went through and he was able to play tonight, just based on his contribution tonight? Yeah,
he's such an important player for us. You've seen that once we got the pressure on how we would want at the top end of the field, then that changes the dynamic of our game, because that's how we normally play. So yeah, he's got a feeling for goals. He's all different types of goals, like you see, and that one there, just a cute little striker's header in the 6-yard box. So yeah, so happy that he was available for us.